How's it going, everyone? I'm sorry, I am like 4 days late doing this review. I've been busy all week, and by busy, I've been getting ready for Fan 4 Stick, and once I saw the Fantastic Four, well, I needed to go into hiding, because I needed to cry out the sorrows of the whole humanity, you know, just to... You check out my review to see what I thought. It wasn't that bad, but... It's like the child you don't want, but you have to have it anyway, so you just keep it. But you really don't pay attention to it, and then it'll die off. So yeah. Anyway, we're here for Tyrant, guys. Season 2, Episode 8, titled Fathers and Sons. Spoiler review. If you have not seen the episode, go to fx.com/Tyrant. By the way, Fargo is in 2 months. Damn, that was in September. I love Fargo. There's a shoe stuck in that tree. Should we get it down? I don't know, you know, that whole thing going down. So definitely Fargo. I will be reviewing The Bastard Executioner, by the way, guys. That starts September 15th. And The Strain just got renewed for Season 3. I know Strain's different, but it's part of FX. So congratulations, Strain. Let's get right to it. It should take me less than 2 minutes to recap the episode, give you my pros and cons, and final score. Let's get right to it, shall we? First off, Jamal is praying, and I've always said this, guys. Every week I say this. The actor who plays Jamal should be nominated for an Emmy. Of course, the Emmys nominations already passed, but this guy deserves a nomination, dude. He's fantastic, and the way the camera's following him when he's praying. Why are you punishing me? You take my grandson. Don't take my son. When will this stop? How will it stop? Just the way he does it, man, is fantastic. It's even better than Fantastic Four. The whole hour and 40 minutes, that was a better performance. Not by the actors, but I mean just better directing and everything. Check out the review in there. Still, bombs are going on where Barry and, you know, his group is. There's bombs, and Barry calls the general, and that's Rami. That's, of course, he's going to the government now, and he's basically saying that I have information, I have intel, reasonable intel. Or he doesn't say reasonable intel, but then he's like, I need reasonable intel, you know, if you want my help. So he's gonna, you know, do something later that night. But Rami doesn't tell Jamal that, hey, this guy called and everything. He kind of hides it from him until he has the reasonable intel. Ahmed's wife is to leave. Jamal's wife came to her and basically like, you can't have a child, so that means that you're not needed. I mean, my son has to have a child, you know, to rule the throne. You can't support him. You're out of here. You're out of here. Come down. I mean, basically you're being used to have a child, but whatever. I mean, that's pretty messed up, but still. You're out, you're in. You're out, you're in. And then the list goes on and on for the next 50 years. So that's pretty much, that sucks, dude. She's basically, you know, she has a few days there left. She'll go anywhere she wants. So that's, I guess, a benefit. Sammy gets checked in the tunnel, and he is near his dad, and I literally... Oh, the guy who's bringing him to the group is Barry, his father. And I was like, oh, they're going to meet, or else they're not going to meet. So Jamal may have a mole in the inside, like a double agent type of thing going on. The bombs go off, and the two brothers are the man who took Barry in a few episodes ago, the ones that, you know, went to the army and everything. They survived, but a bomb went off, and it was awesome. It was even better than a Michael Bay explosion. That went on, and so that gives Rami, you know, that's reasonable intel. He had the Caliphate, so we could believe him. So Jamal regrets having Rami there. He's like, I should have never invited him in. I'm like, okay, well, earlier you were like, call me father, and now you're like, I don't know why I brought him in this house. Everyday life right there. Sammy finally sees his dad, Barry, Basim. He finally sees him, and he gets angry, and he starts hitting him, and he's like, you know, like, I don't know, it's just like, let go of me, and he just holds on to him, and he hugs and does that, and then when he comes back, Sammy's a jerk. He's like, my father's dead, and then he just walks away, kind of thing. He's like, take him to a hotel or whatever he wants. So Basim ends up talking to Jamal, and he tries to recognize his voice, but he's kind of like, who are you? I'm just a guy trying to help. blah blah blah, etc., etc. So they're gonna end up getting help, and Jamal's like, we have a lot to talk about. What, ladies and gentlemen, what do they think about this Tyrant episode overall? Let's get right to it. First off, the pros. Jamal, again, I love every scene that's in here, even though if it's a little slow or boring. The acting of Jamal is so freaking awesome, and what he does and the things he says are very powerful because he's the president. But one day he may get overthrown. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. I love the ending because you're kind of thinking, Barry, is this gonna work? Yeah, because, you're my brother, you don't know my voice, because there's only one guy in that whole freaking Middle Eastern area that sounds like an American, and that's him. And no, he doesn't, apparently you don't know the voice of your brother, because let me tell you, he put something over the cloth. That doesn't make your voice sound different. You sound the same. We heard your voice on Jamal's side, it sounds the same. But still, I love the ending either way. Sammy and Barry, those were some strong scenes. I wasn't emotionally attached there. I wasn't crying or anything. I was just kind of like, so are you going to give the money or not, Sammy? Type of thing. The explosions, now not the first explosion where the bombs are dropping, but the explosions with the two brothers. That was a really good explosion in timing, and the way that they reacted, and they fell down. The dialogue, and it's very quotable, like, one devil at a time. That was a good one. And to win a war, God must be on your side. That was another awesome one. I love the directing in this episode. I paid attention to the camera angles and the different, type of ways of the directorial style. I loved it. And also, about talking and getting allies. Barry wasn't afraid. He was talking to his brother now. Expect, Jamal doesn't know that that's Barry, or else he kind of does, and he's going to hide it for now. The cons. Rami is getting annoying now. I'm tired of seeing Rami. I feel like Rami is going to end up having sex with Jamal's wife or something just because anger issues. The bombs in the beginning, they look so rigged, like when they're running, and look at the bombs. It's kind of like, okay guys, ready, and action, run, bomb over here, boom, bomb over up there, boom, bomb right here, boom, the debris coming in your face, and go, it's kind of like that, and I was like, it looks so rigged. It looks like they're filming a war movie, it feels like they're looking like, make it look realistic, like it's not set, like they were in all, it's like, that, the other explosion, like I said, was way better than the one in the beginning. I was very disappointed. I was like, that looks so rigged. It looks like I'm watching them filming the show. So, it just took me out of it. I was like, Molly and David, honestly, I don't care for them. Stop showing me them. I just kind of look away when they're on screen because nothing is of importance to them. Yes, she's going to find out her husband's alive. Oh my God. Then David's going to be like, not David, whatever his name is, James, the guy she sleeps with. It's like, I've been on a date for 20 years, whatever. Did I ask for that information, Molly? Did I ask for that? Also, Ihad, he didn't do anything in this episode except, yell at someone, and that was it. Why show him if he's not going to be in the episode? Let me just say that much. The whole covering his mouth with Jamal, I didn't like that one bit. That doesn't change anything. So, also, Sammy hates his dad. That whole storyline, don't do that storyline. He should be happy, and he should understand why his dad didn't call him to protect him. So, if Sammy doesn't change in the next few weeks, I'm going to be very pissed. But overall, I'm going to give this Tyrant episode, Fathers and Sons, a B-. It's a good episode overall. We're on the verge of okay. It is watchable. I mean, having a B- is good, but let me tell you, this season started great, and now it's descending to good, and I don't want it to descend to okay. Let's get from good to great again. Next week looks awesome because he's like, Sammy! I was like, what are you, Dean Winchester? Sammy! Dean! So, that's going to be interesting to see. Comment down below, let me know what do you think about the Tyrant episode, Fathers and Sons. And again, it's a B-, guys. Hope all of you enjoyed. I'll see you all for next week again. FX shows I'm reviewing coming up soon. Of course, American Horror Story Hotel, Fargo, The Bastard Executioner. Fear the Walking Dead is in 2 weeks, guys. So stay tuned for that. And the Spock be with you always.